Hello and welcome to the Napa Break Series from the New Orleans Speedway in New Orleans, Louisiana. The first playoff race of the season for the Break Series. 7 races, all 10 drivers competing for the championship. 7-week start tonight here from Louisiana. So as we watch the field pace around, let's get a look at our starting lineup. Presented by Craven Engines. On the front row, we have 2 D1 drivers. We have Forza in the 15 and Frando in the 29, substituting for their playoff teammates in D2. Behind them, we have Radical and Radiant, 2 SDP DRT teammates, both in the playoffs as well, looking for strong runs. Behind them, 2 more playoff drivers, the 99 of Panda and the 26 of Michigan from Drone Strike Racing. Behind them, in row 4, is the 28 of Genetic and the 00 of Year. Genetic, another playoff driver for McAuliffe. And rounding out our field is the 13 of Ruby, another playoff driver and McAuliffe's own. So getting ready to come to the green here. 95 laps the distance. Field in the hands of Forza as he leads us into the Ohio Edison restart zone. And we're green. Already lots of contact down into turn 1. You saw the 99 get down onto the apron. The 33 also had some contact. Now they're 4 wide down the backstretch. Radical trying to clear. Oh, whoa! Around goes the 99, hard into the wall. Collecting the 00. But heavy hits already. Forza already stretching out his lead after lots of contact early in the race, but Frando still holding serve in second, trying to protect from his teammate Radical in the 33. Side by side behind them between Michigan and Radiant. Panda looking to insert himself in the battle as well. McAuliffe teammates fighting side by side behind them, Genetic and Ruby. Ruby on in the 13 on the outside, trying to hold her ground. Radiant's still trying to protect from the 99 of Panda. Five laps in already. Forza coming to lead us back to lap 6. It looks like his lead is in jeopardy, or the amount of his lead is in jeopardy. As Frando's pulled away from his teammate Radical and now starting to eat into the gap. Like I said, these two are 2 Cup Series drivers, so they have incredible talent on display every weekend. Both of these guys qualified for the playoffs in their own division. Still got a lot of position shuffling going on a little further through the pack, though. Michigan still trying to get by the 99. And Panda's still trying to chase down the 5. As you saw Radiant get onto the apron a bit, send him up the track. It's going to bring the 99 and the 26 to his bumper now. Panda looking to size him up for a move into turn 1, maybe. Panda was one of the faster cars in practice, both today and yesterday. Let's take a look at our keys to victory presented by Home Depot coming into tonight. First on the list, we have heavy braking down into these corners. You see it on the bottom of the screen, but the speeds that these drivers are reaching on the straightaways and then the speed that they're having to go down to in these corners. This track is very heavily inspired by Dover with the shape and the banking, but the braking is just so much so much more prominent here than at Dover, because a mile and a half compared to the monster mile up in it's not Delaware, up in Delaware, is it's, I mean, it's stark. I mean, these guys are going to be wearing on these brakes all race. Saw the 26 go down the track a bit. Might have gotten into the wall on corner exit. But yeah, after that though, restart execution. We already saw it early. A lot of guys had trouble on that restart getting going, and it cost them. I mean, we're already really stretched out just 10 laps into this thing. But seeing the 29 of Frando run Forza down, looking like one of Frando's stronger tracks already. This is the home track for Forza and Blaze Technology Motorsports, so I'm sure he would not be too happy about getting chased down and passed up here at his home track. Pulling double duty this weekend. Both of these two. 14 to go in stage 1 already. Battle for the lead heating up though. Frando unable to get a good enough run to get to the inside of the 15 on corner exit, but he's keeping him honest for sure. Look to the outside there, off of turn 2 or 4. It's rare you see a pass happen on the outside of this track. It's just so dominant on the bottom. Guys really get bogged, or really just can't get it to rotate as well on the top as they can on the off the bottom. Fairly new tracks, and that's been the case ever since we started coming here, I believe in season 5 of the Cup Series. 3-car battle heating up here for P3. Panda looking to the inside of the 5. Big block from Radiant. Up into his teammate. Panda not looking to lift, and now up into the wall they go. That was a big block from Radiant. Also a late move from Panda, but a racing incident's going to cost them a lot of time back to the 33 now. They had just spent all this entire run chasing him down. Now Radical is able to open up his gap a bit, get some breathing room. This battle's still up front, though. Still raging on between Forza and Frando. Frando not going away, not getting any smaller. In the mirror, now a big send into the back of the 15, muscling his way underneath Forza. He's had enough. I've had my fun. I'm done. He's looking for the lead now. Side by side down the front stretch. Door banging down into turn 1. Forza not happy with how how Frando put himself into that position. Might be able to clear off for turn 2. Not quite. Forza trying to hang on to the side draft down the backstretch. Gonna get into him. That's fair play. Frando did it first. That very same corner last lap. Now Forza is not gonna be able to get back to the inside. Frando clears for the lead at New Orleans. Forza still fighting harder to the inside though. Big block from the 29. Sent him up the track. Cost him a little bit of ground. Forza back out front now. Every playoff point matters, especially with these two substituting for their teammates who are unable to make it tonight. The top 5 entirely playoff drivers. 26 struggling early though, falling back to his teammate in the 00, who had a lot of trouble on that initial start. Was spun around backwards on the front stretch, did not warrant a caution, but he's looking to go by his playoff teammate. Bit of contact there. Something's up with that 26 Barbie car. Not fast at all. Qualified P6, but not showing any semblance of that speed anymore. Another playoff driver having a bit of issues early. The 13 of Ruby. .26 way down onto the apron off of 2. Might have gotten loose there. Had to catch it, but 6 laps to go now. Forza still, I got the 29 breathing down his neck. Frando looking to the outside. Trying to maximize corner exit. Going to get a good run here. Oh, tire marks on the front stretch. Looks like there was some trouble there last time. 5 to go now in stage 1. Top 5 all receive stage points. The top 2 receive playoff points. Oh, a couple cars down the track there. The 99 got by the 33. Might have been a little bit of contact persuasion for that, because he lost a lot of time just in a chunk. Now back to P5 after getting taken up by his teammate, or passed up by his teammate. Not gonna settle for it though. Dive back to the inside. Panda starting her march back to the front. Hopefully, if these two up front can get to battle and really are for these playoff points, Panda might be able to shoot her way back up into this battle here. They're gonna have to start going after each other now though, like they were a couple laps ago when they were making contact. You know, swap positions for a lap. More tire marks. Two laps to go in stage 1. Bringing us around to 1 to go now. Forza led most of the laps up until this point, but here comes the 29 into the back bumper, shoving him up the track a bit, almost side by side to the white flag in stage 1. Frando looking for anywhere to go. Forza making that car really wide. Frando all over the back bumper, not going anywhere. A big shot to the back of the 15. Frando muscling his way, gonna shove him up the track. Who can get the throttle down? Forza nearly goes around. He does go around. Almost. Can he save it? He does. But Frando wins stage 1 after a hard-fought battle with the 15 of Forza. Slideways coming across the line, but just like that, we're into stage 2. Panda now looking to take advantage of the 15 and the 29s battling. Now for the first time, the 29 out to the lead with a little bit of breathing room. See if he can put down some good lap times and start to open up his lead from the 15 now. Especially with the 99 of Panda closing in on Forza. Man, what a battle there though. They played nice up until that white flag, but you saw the 29 give him a couple warning taps coming to the white. And then down into turn 1, he was all over the back bumper. Forza, actually, I think dragging the brake a bit through the corner, but down into turn 3, Frando was not having any more of it. Moved the 15 completely out of the way. Didn't just warn him, just moved him. Muscled his way underneath him and got to the inside, completed that pass. Now he's opened it up to about an 8/10 gap last time by the line. Now the 99 of Panda looking to make her way into this battle. At least for P2. Like I said, one of the stronger cars in practice. Got a very interesting line going, kind of diamonding these corners. You gotta wonder though, how long will those brakes on the 99 be able to hold out with her running this line? Because that's a lot of just jamming the brakes in a lot really late into the corner and then getting it to turn. We'll see if that 99 can hold out for the last 65 or so laps of this thing. Hard battling going on for P4 here between the STP DRT teammates, Radiant and Radical, both in the playoffs racing for P4. Heard it over the radio. The 5 is getting a little frustrated with his teammate. Radical, a rookie to the NAPRA. Radiant, I believe, no, not a champion, no. Radiant's, where was I? Radiant's been here for a little while, but Radical in his first season, having a very strong run. Made it into the playoffs. Very impressive rookie campaign from Radical. Looking to close it out with a deep run into the playoffs here. Speaking of the playoffs, let's take a look at our playoff standings coming into tonight. You'll see at the top of the board, highlighted in green, you see the 54 of Volvo and the 26 of Michigan, locked into the second round of the playoffs because they finished the regular season points 1 and 2, so they will automatically transfer through this first round into the second one. And that's really what you want if you're the 26 who is not having a good run at all here tonight from New Orleans. Luckily he has that transfer to bank on, but even so, having this bad of a run early in this round, early in the playoffs, is not going to help him going into the next round, because the way he's running right now, it's looking like he's not going to get any playoff points tonight as long as he keeps this pace up. But yeah, going to be at a deficit going into next round for sure if he can't pick up some stage points at some point this round. But the 54 of Volvo, on the other hand, he is actually suspended after actions late last week and last weekend's event from Talladega. So that's why the 54 is not here. Yeah, he's watching from home in Texas, I believe. I think he's from Texas. But watching from home, cheering on his McAuliffe teammates of the 28 of Genetic and the 13 of Ruby as they fight to advance through the playoffs. Genetic and Ruby running 6th and 7th, respectively. Really out in no man's land ever since that initial start. A lot of contact on that first start, but it left a lot of these guys stranded, really. Fredo, though, very impressive opening to this race, as he was able to chase down the 15 from about a second back, and now he's not quite pulling away, but he's maintaining that, about 9/10, 1 second gap as he goes down onto the apron a bit on corner entry. That might cost him a little bit of time. Not sure what happened there. It looked like a little bit of maybe wheel hop going into that corner, but might be our first hint at brake issues coming into play here. See the 26 of Michigan move up out of the way of the leader. Or no, he's going to stay on the outside and fight. Oh no, he's pitting. Or he's going to try and pit. Going to have to cross down in front of traffic into the 26 or 29. The 15 runs into him as well. Pit cycle beginning here from New Orleans. And 26 and the 29 kicking it off here. Both of them in their box as well. 28 of Genetic also hitting pit road for the first time, coming to the service of his crew. The 99, 13, and 15 all coming down as well. Ruby going to be first to her stall. Very conservative stop. And makes it in. Radical cleanly in his box. Very forgiving pit boxes here at New Orleans. Hard to put a wheel out of place here and get a penalty. Yeah, as everyone is good on this first green flag cycle. Positioning wise, there's still opportunities for people to speed. And you'll see these drivers have to stay on that apron until that blue line on pit exit. That is a rule in effect for this weekend. And at certain tracks will likely be in effect everywhere next season. And can never have anything be perfect. The 13 of Ruby receives a drive-through penalty on her pit cycle. And here comes the 5 of Radiant, pushing it all the way to about 85, 83, 80 milliliters of fuel left in that tank. Pushing it all the way. Gonna come in. Had to pull forward a little bit in his box. That was a little close, but he will be good. The 13 of Ruby speeding on that penalty. She will have to serve another one. Let's see where Radiant will cycle out. A very efficient stop for the 5 will put him out well ahead of his teammate who he was battling at the start of that cycle. Frando's still your leader, though, with now a 2-second gap over the 15 of Forza after that first pit cycle. Frando came a lap earlier than Forza. I think that caught the 15 off guard. And as it goes in the NAPRA and in oval racing, the earlier you pit, the better most of the time. And it pays off right there for the 29. He gains about a second on his competitor in P2. Panda just out of touch from the 15 as well. 4 seconds back from the leader, 3 seconds back, or closer to 2 seconds back from the 15. Just as we have for the last couple weeks, we will have a caution at the end of stage 2. As we draw nearer to that, as Frando brings us to 11 laps to go. Just heard a radio communication from the 26. He just told his team it's just not his day. Something about this track and car combo is giving him fits here. And he has just not been able to run with the pace that team usually has all season. First car a lap down, though. So if he's able to hold that until the end of this run, he will get back on the lead lap with the lucky dog. Next car to go a lap down would be the 28 of Genetic. And he's got about a straightaway gap on the leader, though. So as long as nothing catastrophic happens to the 28, he should be able to stay out of reach of the leader for these last 10 until that caution comes out. Well, Frando seems to be gaining on the 8 or the 28 at an impressive pace. He might catch him by the end of this stage. And the 26 of Michigan would hate to see that, because then he'd lose his lucky dog. He'd be stuck. He'd be trapped a lap down until another caution came out, or unless he was able to unlap himself by pace, which I don't see happening. So, unfortunate circumstances for the 26 of Michigan from Drone Strike Racing, but racing is 50% luck, 50% skill. That's probably not accurate, but hey. But yeah. Frando's definitely catching this 28 very quickly, though. I think he definitely should be able to put him a lap down. We'll see how hard the 28 will fight when he gets to him. But yeah, coming to 5 to go now. He should be there by probably 3 to go, maybe even 4. Forza's starting to make a little bit of inroads on the 29. Gap was about 2 seconds coming off of pit road. He's gained about 2/10 back. Here he comes. Closing in on the back bumper of the 28 now. Let's see how hard Genetic will fight for this spot. Will he fight to stay on the lead lap at the end of the stage, or will he just take the lucky dog? He saw the 29 get into the back bumper of him hard. We'll see if he tries to park that car in front of the 29, try to make that 28 Chevrolet wide. He's currently covering up the bottom. And if he does this for too long, you might allow the 15 of Forza to come right back into this picture and try and steal this stage win from Frando. He just gained 5/10 that lap. Oh, nearly around goes to 28. But now he's gotten by him. He's out of the way. Now Frando's going to come into the white flag in stage 2. The 15 of Forza is just, I'm sure he's telling him, or he's trying to talk to the 28, like, come on, man, why couldn't you hold him up a little bit longer? You know, maybe giving me a chance to come fight for that stage win. But Frando made quick work of the 28. And off of turn 4 for the final time in stage 2, Frando will sweep the stages here at New Orleans for his teammate Teal and pick up his second stage win of the night. Panda brings it across the line. P3, Radiant, and Radical rounding out the top 5. Pit road is open, and here they come. '29 of Frando going to lead him on. He'll be first to his box. Very efficient stop. No complaints about the car. Going to take 4 tires of fuel. The 5 of Radiant speeding on pit road. That'll be a to the back penalty on the restart for him. Everyone else in compliance with the rules. Panda also receiving a penalty for getting back up on the track before the blue line. But she will come down and top off fuel her final time by. Or her second time by. Michigan will stay on the track, so he will take his lap back. Choosing not to pit here under this caution. He will go around, take his wave around, get back on the lead lap. I believe Ruby also took the wave around. Yeah, Ruby also taking wave, so she will put herself just 1 lap down. All right, coming back to the green flag this time. Going to be going green with 35 laps to go. Coming to the choose. Everybody taking the bottom except the 33 of Radical. He will jump to the top, and the 29 and the 99 will follow him up there. So it's going to be Forza and Radical, BTM and STP DRT, bringing us back to the green flag to kick off stage 3 in the playoff opener from New Orleans, and we're green. Good restart for the 33, able to stay on the quarter panel of the 15 for a moment. But Forza was able to clear down into turn 1. Again, lots of contact down into turn 1, like we saw last time. Frando up to P4 already after pitting on that second time by, putting him towards the back of the field. Michigan also back on the lead lap after taking the wave around. Genetic back on the lead lap after receiving the lucky dog at the end of that one, or the free pass. Panda just got moved for P2 by the 33 of Radical. Now she's gonna cross him back over. Gonna be even down the backstretch as Forza takes this opportunity to try and pull away early in this stage. Frando looking to get by these two. Trying to reassert himself at the front of this field. Gonna have to do some work though. Gonna have to get through these slightly slower cars. He's got one down, clear of his teammate Radical. Now he's just got to get by the 99 of Panda, who is always a difficult pass. I'm gonna have to shove that car to the inside. Panda not giving him any room. Radical gonna shove it 3 wide up the middle. Panda backs out of it off the corner. 28 of Genetic had to take evasive maneuvers. Now he's got the 5 up his right or left rear. 3 wide again, nearly. 5 barely backed out in time. And Frando gets by the 99 to second. Now the 5 around on the backstretch, able to get it righted. Still side by side through turns 3 and 4. The 28 and the 33 now. Radical starting to slip back through the pack. And Genetic coming forward. Ran outside the top 5 all stage 1. Went a lap down, or all stage 1 and 2. Went a lap down, got the free pass, but now he's battling his way up through the top 5. Up the track, 33 of Radical sends him. And he gets into the back bumper to show his displeasure. 30 laps to go from New Orleans. Fredo and Panda going to try and track down the 15 of Forza before it's too late. Fredo was able to run down the 15 though on the first run of this race in the first stage. Ran him down, passed him at the very last second for the stage 1 win. See if he can replicate that for stage 3 when it matters the most for the race win. The driver he's substituting for, Teal, has not won on the season yet. Nonetheless, qualified for the playoffs in the 29 Dodge Charger. And it looks like he's already making significant gains on the 15. Just a couple laps in clean air. That's all it takes. A big send for the 99 and contact behind him between the 28 and the 33. 33 goes way up the track. Genetic tried to get it gassed up and clear him off the corner, just couldn't. The 5 of Radical or Radiant watching from the wings, I guess. Radical gassing it up, trying to clear the 28 into the wall. Goes Genetic. Now the 5 is within striking range. Bumper cars being played down into turn 1. The 5 going to try and help his teammate around this 28. All 3 of these guys are racing for playoff points. They're racing, or not, well, they're not racing for playoff points. They're racing for points in the playoffs. Very tight battle going on here. Speaking of points, let's take a look at them. None of these guys are above the cut line coming into tonight. Radiant's the highest up of them, though. Radical or Genetic looking for really both of them, Genetic and Radical, both looking for very good nights here to kick off their playoff hunts. Radical gets bypassed by both of them now. Starting to slip back a bit. Big send into turn 1, though, trying to stay in touch. Genetic parking the bus in front of the 5. Radiant's not going to like that. He's got a short temper, but he knows how to control it. See him move the 28 up the track there. Not afraid to use the bumper at all. Especially not this late, within 25 to go. Things are going to happen. Drivers are going to be trying to come forward. As you see the 28 try and check up and get back behind the 5. 33 was not having any of it. I don't know how he made that car fit down in there, but he did. Incredible racing we're seeing here for the borderlines of the top 5 here. 3-car battle, 4th, 5th, and 6th on the line. Radiant trying to drive away now. Focusing back up front, though. Frando doing it again, running down the 15 of Forza at his home track. Forza's home track, that is. How heartbreaking do you think it would be for Forza and Blaze Technology Motorsports, which is based in Louisiana, to come back with getting ran down and beaten for the win straight up by a Dodge. We know the rivalry between STP DRT and Dodge, between Blaze Technology Motorsports and Ford as a manufacturer. But these two are putting on a show here tonight, and the 29 is bringing the 99 of Panda right with him. Can Panda try and steal his third win of the season here in New Orleans? Panda has proven to excel on these types of tracks with heavy braking. Both of his wins this season came on short tracks. You had the half mile up north in Maryland, and then you had the half mile short track in Ohio, where Panda's claimed both of his victories this season. Really excels with the heavy braking tracks. You see it. You're seeing it right now. Come into play early in the playoffs, the 99. Frando, though, drawing ever closer to the back of the 15. Just nearly close enough to make contact off that corner. We'll see how hard Forza tries to fight him, tries to hold him back here. Now the 99 into the back of the 29. Panda looking to capitalize now. Side by side down the front stretch as we are within 20 laps to go. Forza loving to see that side-by-side action behind him, because I don't think Forza's faster than either of these two. I hate to say it, but I think the 99 and the 29 might just both be faster than the 15 of Forza. But with these two battling side-by-side, it's not going to help their cases at all trying to get by them. They ran them down well by being bumper to bumper, just pushing each other down the straightaways and staying in line in the corners, not pressuring each other. But you saw Panda go by the 29, believing he's faster. Panda is a full-time D2 driver, so this win means way much more for him than it does for either of these D1 drivers. Substitutions only receive half points towards the full-time driver of the car that they're running. But Frando now back out front in these two, or between these two. Panda sends it really high in turn one, trying diamond in that corner as much as he can, trying to maximize that run he gets down the straightaway. Didn't quite work out for him there. Oh, the 26 of Michigan came down pit road for fuel and tires, speeding on that stop. It's going to cost him, again, going to be a penalty. He's going to go right back a lap down. The 28 of Genetic has really fallen off from the two Dodges he was battling with earlier. It's unfortunate for him. McAuliffe, a first-year team, they don't quite have the resources and the equipment as some of these other teams that have been around for a while, like STP, BTM, Bear. But definitely having a strong season, making the playoffs. McAuliffe got 3 of their D2 cars into the playoffs. A very, very impressive first season for them. And they've got a realistic shot at finishing it off with the championship with the 54 of Volvo. So exciting things in the works for MCM in their first season. Can't wait to see what they can do next year. But within 15 to go now, a three-car standoff for this victory closing in on us here. Frando, Forza, and Panda, 2 D1 drivers substituting, and a D3 or D2 driver racing full time. Oh, the 26 spinning in front of them. Michigan going to be shown the blue flag here. Michigan has a past of interfering with the leaders in these races while he's going a lap down. Was on the outside of Forza right there. Now we'll check up and let the leaders by. Panda linking to the outside of the 29. This is incredible racing. You saw the 15 get moved up, trying to come back down. Frando not having any of it. Onto the apron these two go. More contact. Panda right around the outside. Oh my goodness, what a pass. The 15 was trying to stall out the 29 on the bottom, and the 99 of Panda just drove right around both of them on the outside. What a move from Panda. It's going to put him into second now, coming to 10 laps to go. '28 of Genetic came down pit road. Panda now into second. In a sandwich between two of the league's best. Looking to the outside, nothing there yet. Gonna shove it to the inside. Up into the wall goes to 15. Panda is well into him. 8 laps to go. Panda's patience is running thin here. Lots of contact being made, paint being traded here late. Oh, big setting from Panda down into 1. Now here comes the 29 of Frando to the inside. Panda looked for the crossover, wasn't there. I'm going to have to sit back in line. Bide her time. Frando now back to second, going to try and mount a run. Got a shove from the 99 coming off the corner. Panda might have used up her stuff right there in those efforts to get by the 15. Five laps to go now. This 3-car battle has been going on since the drop of the green in stage 3. And they're still all up each other's you-know-what's coming out of 4 laps to go. Been a very strong season for D2, the Break Series. And it's looking like the playoffs is going to keep that trend up as we are having a draw match coming to the end of this playoff opener in New Orleans. Coming up on a lap car, that's the 13 of Ruby. In danger of going 4 laps down. 3 laps to go now. Frando in control, trying to protect from the 15 and the 99. Panda looking for anywhere to go to get around these two. Will they catch the 13? And if they do, when will it be? Will it be on the white flag? Will it be with 2 to go? This lap car will definitely play a factor in this finish unless they get it out of the way right when they're blue flag. 2 to go now. Blue flag being displayed for the 13. Oh! Nearly around goes to 29. And the 15 spins! Forza spins around, does a 360 on the backstretch. He's out of contention. Now the 29 of Frando going to clear that lap car off turn 4 and to the white flag for his teammate Teal. Oh my goodness. Terrible sequence of events for the 15 of Forza. He got passed up cleanly and then trying to hang on the outside. He spins it around on the backstretch with 2 to go. But now, through turns 3 and 4 for the final time, Frando is going to win, substituting for his teammate Teal to kick off the Break Series playoffs. Panda will bring it home second after a very strong performance for her as well. Radical takes P3. Forza struggles back to P4. Radiant P5. And you see the rest of the results as they come across the line. An incredible finish. Incredible final stage, really. I mean, that was just great. Incredible racing here from New Orleans Speedway. Oh. And that is how we start the playoffs. Man. Fernando gets to burn it down here on the front stretch of New Orleans. Very impressive race ran all night by him. That will be the first victory for the 29 car of the season. Although it doesn't come with Teal behind the wheel, he will receive half of the finish points for that one. And half the stage points that Fernando received. But what a run put together by Fernando. Now he will get to take that car to victory lane. Celebrate. Gonna bring that Dodge to the BGE victory lane once again this season. This time in D2. 4-time winner on the Cup side. Adds another one in, this time in the Break Series. And let's grab him for an interview. Fernando, another win on the season. This time comes in the Break Series, substituting for your teammate Teal. I'll say that was really exciting to watch, but I'm sure it was not the most pleasant finish to drive for you. We saw a lot of contact between you and the guys you were racing with, but how was it for you? Did you enjoy it? And how does it feel to have won in both divisions in one season? Yeah, very strong points day. I know Teal will only get half the points, but still, the fact that he's getting points this weekend is what matters. So, very good performance for you. I'm sure your teammates and your team owner will be very proud about that. And hopefully you can replicate it tomorrow evening in the Cup Series. All right. And I don't believe we'll be able to get any more interviews. Or, well, no. We can interview the 99. Second place. I'm here on pit road with the driver of the 99, Panda, after New Orleans. Right at home P2 after a very strong run to kick off the playoffs for you and the 99 Bear Motorsports crew. But yeah, a very eventful finish. You were able to hold on to P2. So tell me how everything played out from inside the car for you. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, still, yeah, understandable. Still, though, a very solid points day for you and your crew. Very, very good way to kick off the playoffs. I believe you got stage points in everyone. Stage points in everyone. Finished P2. Very strong showing for Bear. And hopefully you can keep the momentum rolling next weekend. Oh, is that a call out? That's a call out. All right. Well, we'll see if you can back up what you're saying next weekend at Watkins Glen. Yeah, hopefully you can. All right. Well, you heard it right here. Panda looking to win next weekend at Watkins Glen for her teammates and to stick it to the rest of the league. All right. And we can do one more interview. Actually, we'll do two more. We'll be at both of these two. I'm here on pit road with the 28 of Genetic after a P6 finish at New Orleans to kick off the playoffs. Genetic, you're a rookie driver. This is your first NAPRA playoff race, and I don't think it went terribly. Definitely could have went worse, but you were fighting right for the top 5 spot late, and then just kind of fell off. But yeah, tell me how the car was. Tell me how everything went for you in your first playoff race. Yeah, definitely not the strongest day for McAuliffe as a whole. Your teammate came in, I believe, 2 positions behind you, but yeah, definitely more to look forward to throughout the rest of the season. Hopefully you'll perform better next weekend at the Glen. And for our final post-race interview, here with the 13 of Ruby, post-race after New Orleans. First playoff race of the season, Ruby. Could have went better, I'll say that. But yeah, definitely not your best or your strongest race, but got 2 more races this round to try and advance, so just put together some stronger runs and you'll be there. So yeah, tell me how the race went for you. Tell me what was the issue today? Where was the pace? Really? All right. Well, sounds like you two will have something to sort out next weekend at Watkins Glen. All right. Well, that'll be exciting for me to watch. I don't know if it'll be exciting for you two to drive or the rest of the field to deal with, but hopefully you can perform better at the Glen next weekend. Yeah, well, 00's gonna have to watch his back next weekend. So, yeah, hopefully you can perform better while also exacting your revenge next weekend at the Glen. Yep. And that'll do it for our post-race coverage of the Ford Motors 300 for the Napa Break Series from New Orleans Speedway. It was an incredible finish, great racing, but it was the 29 of Frando substituting for his teammate Teal, who picked up the win. And we'll be back same time tomorrow for the Cup Series taken to this track. Gonna be a good one. 110 laps on the docket tomorrow for the Ford Motors 400. So that's it for me. I want to thank you everybody for watching. And like I said, tune in tomorrow, Sunday, 7 p.m. EST for the Cubs.